biggest question we get asked is simple. What is actually in our camera bag? And not the Instagram version. I'm talking about the real setup, the stuff that actually survives 10-hour wedding days, chaotic timelines, and that one uncle who thinks he's a part of the production team. So in this video, I'm breaking down everything we carry for real paid shoots, weddings, content, all of it. Now a little quick context. This isn't our entire setup. We actually run multiple bags. One holds additional gear like lights and stands, another handles gimbals and heavier equipment. But this right here is our bag, the one we keep on us at all times. If everything else disappeared, this is what I'm betting on to still get the job done. Also, quick disclaimer before we get into it, we are not sponsored by any of these companies mentioned in this video. Nobody paid us to say this. No free gear, no affiliate bias. Just expensive decisions and real world testing. So let's get into it. This bag is built for one thing, speed. Because weddings don't pause, there's no run that back. You either capture the moment or you explain to a bride why you didn't, which is a conversation we never plan on having. Everything in here is organized so we can move fast, stay efficient, and look like we actually know what we're doing, even when the timeline is falling apart. First thing in the bag, MacBook Pro. This right here is the command center. We use it for editing, file management, same-day content, all of it. It's powerful enough to handle full wedding edits without lagging, which matters when you're running on caffeine and a deadline. It integrates perfectly with our workflow, which saves time when time is the one thing you don't have. Price-wise, you're looking at $1,500 to $3,000, but this isn't optional. This is what turns footage into a deliverable. And from here, everything else in the bag is built around capturing moments as cleanly and reliably as possible. Now let's talk about the core, the camera. We shoot on the Sony a7 IV. This camera is a hybrid monster. It handles both photo and video at a very high level, which is perfect for weddings when you're constantly switching roles. The autofocus is extremely reliable. It locks onto faces, tracks movement, and doesn't panic when things get chaotic. Low light performance is also strong, which is critical because receptions love to pretend lighting doesn't exist. It runs around $2,500, and for what it delivers, it's one of the smartest investments you can make in the space. This is our main camera, the one we trust when the moment actually matters. And everything else in this bag is here to support this camera doing its job at the highest level. Now let's talk about the thing people ignore until it's too late, the audio. Because bad footage can be forgiven. Bad audio, that's how you lose trust. First up, the Audio-Technica AT875R shotgun mic. This is our on-camera mic for capturing clean, directional audio, which is also the mic we're using right now. It's compact, lightweight, and does a great job isolating sound in environments that are not ideal. Think wind, people talking over each other, DJs testing speakers mid-ceremony. You know the usual. It runs about $150 to $200, and for that price, it is extremely reliable. We use it mainly for ambient audio, quick setups, and backup sound when we don't have time to build out a full system. It's not flashy, but it shows up every time. Then we step into our primary audio system, the Zoom F3 field recorder. This is where things get serious. The F3 records in 32-bit float, which basically means it captures everything without clipping, even if levels spike. It's small, durable, and built for high-pressure environments. It runs around $300 to $350, and it's one of those pieces of gear you don't fully appreciate until it saves you. We pair this with lav mics to capture vows, speeches, and anything that absolutely cannot be missed. And for the lav setup, we use the Bumblebee Industries lav mic kit. These help us conceal microphones cleanly so they're not distracting visually. They keep everything secure, hidden, and professional, which matters when you're filming once-in-a-lifetime moments. It's a relatively small investment for a huge upgrade in presentation, because at the end of the day, if the bride cries during vows and you didn't capture it clearly, you didn't do your job. Quick pause. If this video is actually helping you understand what gear matters and what doesn't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because we're not just showing gear. We're showing you how to actually use it in the real world situations. Next up, data. We use a Kiora Photo SD card organizer right here. This keeps all of our memory cards protected and organized throughout the day. It's compact, durable, and makes swapping cards fast and stress-free. It only runs about $15 to $25, but the value is way beyond that. When you're moving quickly, the last thing you want is to fumble with loose SD cards like you're playing Uno. This keeps everything clean, labeled, and secure, because this right here, this is the actual product, not the camera, the footage. Now we get into the real backbone of the setup. Everything that keeps the shoot running. First, Sony NP-FC 100 batteries. These power the A7 IV and they're solid. But weddings are long, so we carry multiple. Each battery runs $60 to $80 and we intentionally overpack because running out of batteries during a first kiss is not a learning experience. It's a career-ending decision. And to support that, we carry an extra battery charger, which allows us to cycle batteries throughout the day and stay fully powered. It's simple, but it keeps everything moving. For additional power, we have the Anker MagSafe portable charger right here, which snaps onto iPhones, charges quickly, and even has a built-in stand. It's clean, efficient, and honestly just satisfying to use. It usually runs between $50 and $70. And we also carry a Blackweb portable charger, which is more of a universal backup for other devices. USB-A, micro USB, all of that. It's not flashy, but it gets the job done when you need it. Then we have a USB-C and lightning cables, which are used constantly. Charging phones, powering gear, connecting devices. We always carry extras because cables disappear like they have personal vendettas. We also use an HP HDMI to USB-C adapter. This lets us connect our MacBook to larger displays, TVs, monitors, whatever's available. It's great for reviewing footage or showing clients content on site. It runs $20 to $40 and adds a level of professionalism to how we operate. For monitoring, we use a Field World external monitor. This gives us a larger, more accurate view of what we're shooting. It helps with focus, exposure, and composition. It's around 150 to 250 and makes a huge difference in shot quality. And for lighting, we use the small rig P96 LED light. This is a compact, rechargeable light that saves us in a low light situation. It's small, powerful, and easy to mount. It runs between $30 and $50 and punches way above its weight. Now let's talk about how we actually shape the image. We use a K&F concept variable ND filter 2 to 5 stops. This allows us to control exposure while maintaining cinematic settings. It's essentially for shooting outdoors and keeping everything consistent. It runs between $30 and $80 and lives on our lenses. We also use CPL filters. These help reduce reflections and enhance the colors, especially in outdoor environments. It's subtle, but it elevates the image. And then black mist filters. These soften highlights, bloom light sources, and give that cinematic glow, especially for weddings. This is what gives footage that feel that people can't always explain but immediately notice. And then lastly, business cards, of course, because every shoot is an opportunity. You never know who's watching or who's about to get married next. If you made it this far, you're serious about your craft. So do us a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, and stick around, because we're not just talking about gear. We are building a system that actually works in the real world. And if you want to see how we use all of this on an actual wedding day, or how we scaled this into a real business, just drop a comment, and we'll see you in the next one.